Welcome to episode 5 of the playthrough, everybody. So, at the end of the last episode, we introduced the sanitarium, and currently Wintergreen is stationed in the medical ward being cured of his bad humors. I was thinking about before this episode started what we were going to use the treatment ward for, because ideally, to be as efficient as possible, unless of course you're dipping really far into your gold, which you don't want to do, to be as efficient as possible at the sanitarium, you want to be treating a bad quirk every single week. We have some options here we want to get rid of. In the end, I chose the quirk that I think is the worst for us right now, and that is But There's More's Light Sensitive, because we're going to be doing a run where the torch is always above 75% almost. I mean, it might dip below that sometimes, but it'll be above that almost all the time. This means this is a negative 10% damage buff every time we take Nate out on every single mission that his character goes on. That's pretty bad in comparison to everyone else on this list. My other really big option to remove would have been possibly God-Fearing from Psycho Work, only because we have a couple other characters that have God-Fearing now, but that's going to cost us far too much because of the fact that it's locked in. I also was thinking about removing Soft from Gandalf, because negative HP on a tank is really bad, but we're not going to be taking Gandalf out for a mission this week, and I'm not sure when he will be used at the moment. Don't know if I want to put that cash into a character that might end up being a throwaway character later, or maybe he will be useful, I'm not sure. But because we're not using Nate this week, and because Nate is probably going to be our best Vestal in the game, at least he is currently set up for that, only Vestal we have right now, we are going to use this important week where But There's More is not currently in action to get rid of Light Sensitive. Just because I think Light Sensitive is going to be active in a lot of dungeon runs that we're going to be taking Nate on. So, paying the gold to get rid of that quirk, and our party is actually, I mean, you probably read the title of the video, but our party is going to be our newly acquired characters, which is Zackkimbo, our Plague Doctor, I talked about last episode. He will actually be leading this party of Lemmings, and they're effectively Lemmings because everyone here is going to be level 0. These bottom 4 characters, our Plague Doctor, our Man-at-Arms, our Hellion, and our Arbalist, because I ran out of Discord names until I find more people to assault on Discord, and then had them randomly complain about why I'm using their usernames in the game. We ran out of names, so only Zackkimbo is named. The others just have default names in the game, and he is going to be leading a bunch of level 0 people through a medium level 1 dungeon in the ruins. Chose to do the ruins because between the 2 trinkets we have available, 15% healing skills, really good for But There's More, and other healers we pick up, but I would say better for a Vestal, because the Vestal has her AoE heal, which typically hits for like 1 or 2 health. Later on in the game, when that hits a little higher, this 15% is going to mean it hits for 1 additional health higher every single time. And that's debatably better than putting it on an Occultist, which, you know, might heal for like 6 more HP sometimes, but that's a single target heal. In general, I think this is better on the Vestal than it is on the Occultist. And remember, even though this is 2018, we are not running the Flagellant because we are not running the Crimson Court, the Color of Madness, or the Shieldbreaker DLC. So there are only 2 healers in the game, at least that are worth bringing. The Arbalist does have a heal, but we're not going to run that on her. The other mission I was considering was in the Weld. Same as that thing, medium level 1 encounter. Both of them kill 100% of room battles, but this one gives us the critical dice for the Jester, which is a 9% crit item. This is fun. The Jester, more crit for the Jester is never bad, and I was considering this, but in my opinion, the I'm not even sure how to say that. Charm is much better, I think, of an item, and we're going to use it on Nate for sure. So we're going to be going for this healing charm, and we also badly need deeds, as usual. We have almost none of those. We have very low crests, but crests are the most common of the 4 building requirements, and they can be converted into the cheapest, so I'm not too worried about that. So yeah, we're going to go for this. Our party is going to consist of Zackkimbo, this random old man, this random crazy woman, and this random archery person, until they get names. And this is where we start spending all of our gold. So Zackkimbo badly needs Disorienting Blast. We definitely need that. I don't think we're going to... Well, I haven't decided about emboldening vapors yet. For now, he's going to be running Plague Grenade, Blinding Gas, probably Battlefield Medicine, and Disorienting Blast. Although he will be in a position to use Incision, because he will be in the 3rd position, because the Arbalist will be in the 4th. Our Man-at-Arms, we have to spend 2,000 gold on to give him Retribution and Rampart. And he will be using Rampart, Retribution, Defender, and where is it? Command, not Bolster. Command is ridiculously good, especially the longer the fight goes on. And then him having Retribution active in position 2 means every time that the front 2 people get hit, he just does more damage back. For our Hellion, we only need to purchase Iron Swan for her, and she will be using Wicked Hack, Iron Swan, Barbaric Yop, and if it bleeds, all of these can be used from her position in the front of the team. And our unnamed Arbalist is going to be purchasing actually Rallying Flare. This used to be a really bad ability, but now with the stealth mechanics in the game, this can bypass stealth. But most importantly, it can clear stun and marked targets on your heroes. That's pretty crazy. It can clear stuns that enemies have put on your heroes, and considering stunning an enemy is sometimes better than outright killing it, actually. That's only if you're in the recovery phase and you're trying to heal, but stunning an enemy is debatably better than doing damage to it, unless that, you know, depending on how much damage you can do. Clearing a stun off of your character is really good. I don't think there's any other ability in this game that does that, so we're actually going to try it. Albeit I have not seen Rallying Flare in use at all, since it used to be really bad until stealth was introduced. So we're gonna try it. This might suck just as hard as it did in the past, but I'm gonna try it. Our Arbalist will be running Sniper Shot, Sniper's Mark, her heal, and Rallying Flare. And that'll be the team. For Zackkimbo, I'm wondering if Emboldening Vapors is worth it because we're running a Hellion and we're running an Arbalist. That would mean he'd be reduced to using Plague Grenade for sure, Blinding Gas for sure, and then Emboldening Vapors and Disorienting Blast, which means he does not have his Battlefield Medicine. But it's also the Ruins, which means enemies there, unless we run into the party that is the Bandits, I don't believe any of the skeletons can inflict either blight or bleed. So we'd have to find like spiders, which could do bleed, or the bandits, which means this ability is kind of yeah. We're gonna purchase Emboldening Vapors. I think Emboldening Vapors, especially for the speed boost on our Arbalist, is going to be crazy. Because if she can mark a target and then gets Emboldening Vapors and then does Sniper Shot on a marked target with the damage boost, is just going to be just collateral damage. So we'll go for it. Purchase Emboldening Vapors for Zackkimbo, and hopefully I won't regret spending that money, because we're beginning to run out of currency. All right. Place these two with Emboldening Vapors and Disorienting Blast. On our Man-at-Arms, we are not using Crush, we are using Rampart, and we are not using Bolster, we are using Retribution. For our Hellion, we will not be using Breakthrough, and we're replacing it with Iron Swan. And for our Arbalist, we will not be using Suppressing Fire, and we'll be using Rallying Flare instead, and seeing how that works out. Alright, the level 0 team is good to go. We do not have enough deeds to unlock weaponsmithing or armor smithing, but this episode will be getting those deeds, and crests will come fairly easily. Alright, for embarking here, we're taking on this mission, and let's get the trinkets in order. Let's first put our people in order. So our no. Our Hellion will be in front, Man-at-Arms behind her, Zackkimbo in 3rd position, Arbalist in 4th position. And for trinkets, so the Speed Stone I think should go on the Arbalist because she's our primary damage dealer and has slow speed. So 1 additional speed for you. Obviously the Witch's Vial will go on Zack. The Man-at-Arms and the Hellion. The Hellion can inflict bleed to my knowledge, and she's already slow. So it might, but nothing bleeds here because they're skeletons. And disease resistance. Who has worse dodge? 10 versus 5. You already have no dodge, so you're getting disease resistance. I'm actually not gonna... because a lot of the things in this dungeon do not bleed, I'm not going to take the -1 speed penalty on the Hellion. We're going to keep her at normal speed. And we are ready to go. Medium dungeon, 1 camping site. What camping skills do we have before we go in? She does not have Sharpened Spear. She has Battle Trance. Okay, well that's good because she's in position 1. And she has Reject the Gods. We do not have Tactics, and we do not have Maintained Equipment. That's awful. Weapons Practice is okay. Instruction is okay. Instruction actually is pretty good for the Arbalist. Zackkimbo has Experimental Vapors, which is meh. Doesn't have leeches, although we're not going to need to use leeches probably. The Cure can be conveniently good and then self-medicate. Ideally, you probably want Experimental Vapors and self-medicate, but this isn't too bad. And the Arbalist has both Marching Plan and Triage. Fantastic. This seems kind of crap to me, and Restrained Crossbow is probably really good if we give her some speed items. But this is the one I want, Marching Plan. So, alright. Let's roll out. Firewood and camping. I will go over camping to our viewers when we decide to camp. This is a apprentice dungeon. I took 12 food on the normal dungeons, which is probably too much, but once again, considering we're camping this time, I'm going to take 20. We want 8 for camping, so no, we're taking 24. That's a lot of money. It's our maximum amount of food we can bring, but 8 will be used for a camp, because ideally we want a heal and a stress heal, which leaves us 16, so 4 hunger pings for a medium dungeon. Probably we're going to get 2 pings, and we have 8 food to heal ourselves. Hopefully we don't get 3 pings. I've never seen 4, but I'm sure it's possible. That's why we're bringing it all. 3 pings would be bad luck, because then we'd only have 4 food to heal our party with, but we'll take the extra on that. Not too many blockages here. I'm going to take 3 shovels. Anti-venom. Can anything affect blight here? Not much. We'll take 1 for the curio. One more for the curio. I think 2 bandages perhaps. 2 keys for sure. Wondering if I should bring a 3rd. Now 2 keys should be fine. I don't think we're gonna get more than 2 super chests. You don't really need holy water here. No, we do need it in case we get the either really good curio. Takes 1 of these, and then herbs to get rid of debuffs. I don't really think anything here gives bad debuffs, but I think this works with that laboratory table. So we're gonna bring 1 and then torches. We brought 8 for the small dungeon. We're going to bring probably 12 is all we need for this. I'm gonna go 14. All right. We have not many free inventory slots left. I probably over provisioned, but we're going to embark. Hopefully we can make most of this gold back. This is a completely level 0 party going after a medium dungeon, so this is kind of sketchy. Not as bad as episode. I think it was 3 where I had the worst party ever.
And what better place to begin than the seat of our noble line?
But this party is not that well. This party's pretty good, but it's a big dungeon for them. So we have to clear 100% of room battles, and we know a room battle is this way. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go this way so we don't have to walk all the way back later. We got a battle right here. Are we in position to deal with it? Everyone's in the position. Everyone has their right trinkets equipped. Alright. And let's do this. Double Brawler and 1 Acolyte. Okay. Zackkimbo X first. We're going to go for a stun on the Acolyte. Nice. Alright. Stumbling Scratch is a pretty bad attack. Has a good chance to miss. And now the other guy is going to do a Stumbling Scratch. We could do a double stun, but there's no need to do that, considering we already have the person stunned that we want stunned. We can't if it bleeds her, so we're going to Wicked Hack her down, which was sadly a miss. Do we want to give an accuracy debuff, or do we want to riposte incoming attacks? I think due to... Let's give an accuracy debuff to everyone, right? Or is it just a single person? I think it's all of us that gets this. Yeah. We all have an accuracy buff now, which should help with the Hellion not missing like that. We sadly cannot hit the first person with her, but I don't think it's worth marking these guys, as it would take too long to kill them that way anyway. So we actually, yeah. We're just going to fire because we want the front person dead, and the marked person is probably going to move to the front. Tumbling Scratch barely lands for 3. No bleed on it. We can only blight the back person, and her stun resistance is kind of high. So let's go for a stun on... Actually, let's go for the damage buff for our Hellion, which hopefully will do massive damage to this Acolyte in first position here. Another Stumbling Scratch. Again, you want one of these two guys to be in the back because of that attack. I didn't think our Arbalist would act before our Hellion this time. It's kind of unfortunate. If this guy was marked, like I said I was not going to do, he'd be dead at this point. 21 stress out of nowhere. Alright. This should deal with our Acolyte problem.
Obliterated.
And down. And we are going to be dealing with... We can't stun this guy. Actually, yeah, it's worth trying to stun him. This puts our Man-at-Arms in front. So our Hellion cannot use Iron Swan, but there's no need to use Iron Swan in this situation. We already applied the damage buff, so we're going to go for a stun on the guy that has more health. And hopefully kill this guy, which we can't do with the Arbalist, but we can do with the Hellion. Even with the accuracy buff, we're still going to miss the Hellion on an enemy with 0 dodge. And it's very unlucky. It is very unlucky. Again, I would have used Mark had I known enemies would still be alive this long. That could be a blight, or a bleed. It was not. But, oh well. We're going to hopefully kill this guy with that attack.
Falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Cannot stun, but it's not, well, is it worth doing the damage buff at this point? It's 2 per battle, right? Yeah, let's make sure we wipe this guy out. And this should finish him off with very high damage for our characters. Swap positions back. Alright. Stress is going to be a problem if the Hellion's already sitting at 41 stress. She does have Nervous, which doesn't make this any better, and Stress Eater. We do not seem to have reliant damage to the front position without our Hellion. But her missing those 2 attacks was really bad. That shouldn't happen too much again, although her accuracy is not good. We got a free torch from that,
Wealth
which I'm going to
measure.
right now.
Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
We have a trap. I believe the Arbalist has decent trap disarm. Don't remember though if she does or not. No, she does not. Okay, we have nobody with good trap disarm here, so we'll go with the person that has the most stress, so they can hopefully get a stress heal off of it. Nice. Very nice. 8 stress recovered. Alright, we're going into this battle with Highlight. Let's see what we get in here. Okay, this is a bandit fight. The bleed skill would be better in this battle, or the bleed resistance would be better against these guys, but it doesn't really matter. Again, we didn't know we'd be getting these guys or not getting them. There's an accuracy bonus, there's a crit bonus in the Iron Swan. Totally worth doing here. If we don't get another dodge. Is it worth blighting or stunning the 2 guys in the rear? Considering we failed to do damage to him, I now want them stunned, or... No, we'll be able to wipe out both of them, so we're going to go for a blight here. Ideally that would hit twice, but, you know, whatever. The Man-at-Arms is in a position where he's probably going to get shanked a lot, or shot a lot, because of all the potential attacks that could hit him. I think it makes the most sense to riposte here. You should still get the riposte off, though. Yes, even if it misses. And we are definitely going to use the sniper's mark on... Considering this guy was not marked, not blighted, we're going for this shank boy over here. This should get the riposte off the Man-at-Arms. Yep. Even though we dodged, riposte still triggers. Blanket Fire should also trigger the riposte. Oh yeah, this is a good party. And we're going to get a 3rd riposte. Man-at-Arms got 3 bonus actions that round, even though he didn't do anything. You're dead to the dots, so there's no reason to waste time on you. Do we buff damage on the Hellion or Arbalist, or do we stun? What are the chances of him dying in a single shot? Probably high, but I'm going to stun him anyway. That was actually dumb, because now he can't be shot by the Hellion, by the Arbalist. I didn't think about that.
Unforeseen.
Can we knock him back? Can we knock him back behind the other guy? Yes, perfect. Good. I corrected myself out of pure RNG. And after all of that, the Arbalist still can't kill him in a single shot, even though he's marked. Feels bad, man. Okay, however, we can wipe him out with the bleed from the Hellion, which hopefully will actually land a hit today.
Their
She does.
formation is broken.
Very good.
Maintain the offensive.
Punishment for the rear target. Okay. That was actually pretty sad. Got a bleed and a crit off of that. That's normally an ability that's not very good. I look forward to seeing punishment land because it's pretty bad, but oh well. Decent chance to be critted. Do we want to buff damage or do we want to stun this guy? We probably want to stun this guy. Resisted both. Okay, Rain of Whips. Riposte off Man at Arms. Whole party is bleeding now. We have really bad bleed on the Arbalist. Stun chance is probably not particularly good, so we'll try to stack a bleed on the Brigand Bloodletter here. He does bleed. Hellion we're definitely taking a bandage on. She'll lose too much health if she isn't bandaged. Okay, just making sure that doesn't affect that. Sniper's Mark for sure on this big guy. She can increase her damage later. Riposte is still up. Do we want to guard someone with the Man-at-Arms or do we just want to punch this guy in the face? Or buff the whole team's accuracy, I'm not sure. He's not stunned, so we'll go for a stun on him. We did land, very nice. We can cure, oh we do not actually have the curing ability. Alright. Right, I didn't take it, I took Vapors instead. Well, in that situation, Vapors is going on the character that does more damage to marked targets. Hopefully our Arbalist will be able to finish this guy off and act next. Nice. And you're in for a whole world of hurt with a good chance to crit. Not quite, but the dot will kill him. So in that situation, I am going to hope for what? A critical hit on... Does this last for the whole battle, or... Yeah. Okay, hope for a critical hit on this ability. No crit.
Monstrous size has no intrinsic merit.
Free portrait. Okay, so this is the...
Inordinate exsanguination be considered a virtue.
I think I want to give this to the Arbalist due to all of her stress. I believe this gives a huge buff when you use holy water. God-fearing quirk removed. Okay, so we can remove quirks. Alright. I thought that gave a health buff. That must be a different altar I was thinking about. Alright. Let's head to here. Our characters are in a decent situation, and we're not doing too bad. I don't know if the confession booth is locked. And because of that, I'm not going to waste one of our precious keys on it. And definitely not going to waste a shovel. This room we know is empty, but we're going to investigate it anyway. I don't think there's a point to doing that, actually, because we knew there was no loot in there. Well, whatever. Small mistake. Hunger ping. Now, it's also possible that I completely over-provisioned because the last battle in this dungeon could be like this room right over here. I don't know. We know it's not these next two rooms, though, because they were already scouted in a previous scouting ping. Oh, good curio. Well, who has kleptomaniacy? We doesn't, so we'll go with the Man-at-Arms. Undergold.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood.
Alright. Oh, this is a pretty easy party. Triple boner, and they're surprised. We should take almost no damage in this fight. It's not even worth trying to stun them. They'll go down early, so we're just going to try to do as much damage as we can with blights. Hopefully this will land the blight, so he'll die before he can act. Healing here isn't really worth it, so we'll just try to do damage to this guy. Nice, he's almost dead, and we will use Wicked Hack on the... Can we get it? Yeah, hopefully that'll be a double stun, ideally, and it is. Alright, and the Man-at-Arms is just gonna... In this situation, he actually doesn't have... This is actually a situation where him just flat attacking would be great, but... Doesn't have an attack that's worth doing in this situation, so buff the whole party's accuracy. This guy's dead the next time he acts. Oh, he's just surprised, never mind. Wow, he did... His life expectancy was worth 1 damage. That's nothing. He's already dead, so in that case, we'll try to buff the damage on our Hellion, I believe. Is it worth trying to heal off this fight? I'm gonna probably try.
Inspiration and improvement. Confidence surges as the enemy
Thinking about buffing
crumbles.
there, but we want one guy to stay alive for a little bit of time. Yep, the Man-at-Arms won't take that much damage, so it's worth doing. We could try to heal off this fight. I think I will try to do that. Try to have the Arbalest get her health back up, as we don't have
Great is
the
weapon
heal
that
from
cuts on its own.
we don't have the heal from Zackkimbo coming out. Chances are Arbalest will probably kill that guy, so let's go for a stun on him. I think we have one more turn to kill this guy before stress kicks in, so we'll try to go for a crit on this corpse. No crit. Defend our Arbalest in case she gets hit, and we'll try to heal her. Crit heal, she's pretty much back at full health. Fantastic. That was worth it, gain that extra health there, and we'll kill this guy off now. Whoa.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
9-point stress heal. Off the Hellion. Not too bad.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Highest stress character only has 10% chance. We'll try to go for the Hellion, I think. Hellion's camping skills, let's see. No, it massively reduces her own stress. In that case, we want the person we want to have the. Now the Arbalest just. Ugh. No, we'll go for the Hellion. Try to do it. I didn't want that 10% trap chance to hit with whatever her name is. The rando Arbalest in the back. It's messing with me not having names for people now. It's like I don't have anything to call them anymore. Just call them Lemmings. Probably could get by with 10 torches, not 12. Or trap. Alright, this time we'll try it on her. That was optimistic there.
Mind that such missteps are the
Crap.
exception
That's a lot of stress
and
now.
not the rule.
Iron Maiden, I think we need... I don't even know what we need to search this. Don't know, and I'm not going to try it. We'll camp soon, I think. See what happens in this room up here. If there's no fight, we'll
The
camp
way is
in it,
lit.
maybe.
The path is clear. We require only the strength
torch.
to follow it.
Alright. So after our next fight, we're going to camp. Ideally, there's 2 more fights in the dungeon, and we'll be camped out for the last one. Hopefully we don't. Well, whatever. The camp is still worth it after this. Iron Maiden, I think it's holy water for this. A bandage would make sense, but I think you need holy water for it. And maybe you need this. Let me try it. Hey, medicinal herbs was actually what you needed. Nice. A little bit more money. Alright. We're probably not going to need medicinal herbs for anything. Hopefully. Alright. This will probably be a fight. No. No scouting pains. I'm thinking about camping now. Yeah, only 4 rooms left to search. It's worth to get a camp off. Let's do it. Alright. Definitely going to consume max food.
Kindling is a goal without hope.
Get a good heal up on everyone. Get a 10 stress heal up. Okay. So, who has Encourage? You have Encourage. We're going to use Encourage on this character. Well, let's do everyone else first. So, she will be in position 1 if our Man-at-Arms does not use Riposte. I'm sorry, does not use his stun. So if he doesn't use his stun, there's no reason for him to be in position 1 ever, unless we get shuffled. So Battle Trance is probably worth it. Weapons Practice versus Instruction. Instruction for the Arbalest, I'm thinking. Weapons Practice for everyone, that's 7. That's 3. And that's our last 2 for 12. We don't need healing. I don't know if we need speed for everyone. We don't need... Yeah. Okay. So, Battle Trance, because she will be in position 1. Instruction for our Arbalest. Weapons Practice for everybody. And encourage, because our Arbalest stress is getting a little high. Smoke this leaf. Ah, yes. Some knowledge from Zackkimbo there. Alright.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
We probably have too much food now, but we could get 2 more hunger pings. I don't know. I think I played it too safe there. I wish I knew more curios in this one. Either the books are really bad or the bookshelf is really bad. I think one of them is worth doing, but don't remember which one it is. And we haven't gotten a room with a chest in it yet, so these keys have been useless. Nothing. Okay, there's definitely only one more fight here now. I'll go this way. I doubt there's 2 more fights in these 3 rooms. Don't remember what's needed for that. Empty room. Oh man. I thought we get that's a trap.
Ancient traps lie in wait, unsprung and thirsting for blood.
Okay. This isn't a oh. Uh-oh. Oh, this sucks. Okay, our Arbalest has to be in the rear. She needs to be in position 1 to do any damage, because she has a debuff now for if she's not in position 1. Alright, well, we did get shuffled. That's not good. Luckily, we can probably stun this guy. Nice. Can she move 2 back? She can move 2 back. But 1 puts the Hellion in a good position. Oh, either way, this is fine. I'm just gonna move the Play Doctor back after that. Alright. Our Hellion does really good damage in this situation, which is great. She has an okay chance to one-shot the Bone Arbalest. How much is her stun? We could probably get a double stun off. We'll go for damage in the Arbalest. Ah, it's painful. 1 health. Ugh. Alright, I guess from back here, where do we want to move him? No. No. We're buffing the whole party. Because Arbalest is fine there. Only one who's in a bad position is Zack. Axe Blade is fine. Is it worth buffing damage, or do we want to stun the Arbalest again? Still a stun resist. Okay, we are buffing damage of our Hellion, actually. Because she's going to have to deal with this guy. Bayonet Jab. Pretty bad attack. Oh, it does move this guy back. Can be deleted, can be deleted. Who do we want dead? I want to put a mark on this guy, but I can't from this position. Hellion will stun these 2, so ideally we want this guy dead.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them.
Double stun here, so we can move our people back into the positions they need to be in. Alright. Hellion's kind of in a bad place here. Well, no. We don't have damage to the front position. We also need to heal. But we have food to heal. That was meant to be an attack. No, he's definitely going to be dead. Either one he's dead, so we'll just get rid of him.
Be gone, fiend.
Nice. I guess we just keep buffing accuracy and crits to the point where we just crit on every attack. It'd be nice. Alright, how much of Zack's special buff here does it take for our rando Hellion to do crazy damage? Yeah, Rallying Cry is pretty useless, but at least we might cure our own character stun and do some stress healing. Hellion, go to work. 13 damage on an armored target. Not bad. Dead weight, that's kind of bad. Alright, good. Hellion's the only one that can kill this guy now. Finish him off.
Decimated.
Alright. And get rid of this. Alright. This is a disastrous situation. That was a bad shuffle. We actually didn't take any stress damage from that, though. We did take some health damage, but that's why we have food. We want to give you more food, or we want to give 2 to this. Zack deserves some food. I don't want the player dodger going hungry, otherwise he'll do some crazy stuff to you. Oh yeah, something that isn't a bad curio. Nice, 2 free busts. Alright. This is probably, well, I don't know, I'm not a betting man, but I'm gonna put a torch up anyway.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted.
Yep, this is our double courtiers. Fantastic. Oh, and they're surprised. This is gonna be awesome. Okay. I never know what to do. What one's better here? Double stunts, they can't act. Double blights, they end up getting killed. I'm gonna say blight so our Arbalest can finish one of them off. And another crit. Fantastic. Arbalest, hopefully, doesn't matter how much damage you do, you just need to hit one of them. One of the backs is the harder one to hit. So, boom, and you're dead to the blight. 1/4, you're down. Oh, I forgot about Iron Swan. We should have hit this guy. Nah, we can still hit this guy with the bleed. And they're both dead to the dot. Awesome. No stress from those two. And we'll activate Riposte on our Man-at-Arms to... this guy. And a crit on the Riposte. Holy cow, all that buffing. Alright, we're in a really good position.
A death by inches.
Yes, please, attack my man with Riposte. We'll see what it does for... Oh, another one! Oh my goodness. This was a really good string of RNG for us so far. I don't even want to stun, I just want to make it so the Hellion kills everybody. I mean, they have stun... no they don't. Yeah, I know what fun is. This is what fun is. Alright. Yeah, we don't even need to heal here. Alright. Let's try to stun this guy. Oh, well, that was actually stupid because our Hellion's now in position 2. Forgot about that. Whatever. She still does really good damage.
Destroyed.
Alright. Not punished for moving the Hellion out of position 1. 5 damage is a good amount, but this fight's over, buddy.
Another one falls.
Free shovel. Great, I got 4 of them.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
We haven't had a single blockage yet. Finally, something I put my key into. Alright. That's good. Deeds. We definitely want deeds, and we definitely don't need... Probably... we need everything we have here. Probably not the anti-venom. Alright. Scouting. Oh wow, there is a second fight. Nice. Too bad it isn't a room with loot. But Hunger Pang. Hey. So I think we're only 4 food oversupplied, and this we actually needed the anti-venom for. No, we didn't. We needed the holy water or something for. This is still potentially... Well, let's throw a shovel at it. Oh god. Okay. Rip. I didn't know that happened. Alright, so how bad is Guilty Conscience? I don't know. Okay, I gotta look up on that one how bad that one is. Ah, crud. Rip this Hellion. Probably getting axed later. Throw a shovel at it. See what happens.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
The sarcophagus, we need to keep that, or a shovel, I think. Alright, Tempting Goblet on our Man-at-Arms. Don't want to see that. 19 stress. We're going to ideally double blight these, so we want to deal damage to this guy and stun him with what? This guy's not going to get stunned. Well, he'll be dead to the blight. Assuming it should hit both of them. What? Nothing in here has any blight resistance. They have 10%. Everything here has 10% blight resistance. Why have we had double blight resists this episode? I don't understand. How's that even possible? He has... Oh, I guess they have a 10% chance to dodge it. That's stupid. Alright. Now, we gotta kill this guy eventually. I know he doesn't bleed, but it's the only attack we have that can hit that position. Man-at-Arms didn't go before the Arbalest, so he didn't have time to put Retribution up. We definitely are going to put Retribution up, though. Perfect. Alright, free actions. Yeah, that's... okay, that's gonna hurt. Health is becoming an issue because we don't have a healer, but it's the end of the dungeon, so I kind of don't care.
Press this advantage.
Arbalest is out.
Give them no quarter.
Or, the Bone Arbalest is out. Our Arbalest is fine. And let's go for a stun on this guy. Nice. Alright.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is
And
taken.
let's go for a stun on this guy. I was killing this guy. Alright. And just one dude left. Again, health I'd manage if it was earlier in the dungeon, but it's not earlier in the dungeon, and you're about to be a walking corpse.
Back to the pit.
Ooh, much gold. Very wow. Alright, we... you can't get a hunger ping in... Hold on. Let me, we don't need torches, right? Oh, okay. Don't need them. Gold there. Continue adventuring so we can use a... I believe a key works on this. No, it doesn't. That's good because we have a shovel. What? Okay. Great. Use on it then. Thanatophobia. Oh my god, this Hellions picking up everything bad. 20% stress of H. Oh, that's really bad. I thought if a key and a shovel doesn't work on this, what works on this? Like, probably the whatever. I forget what it's called, but it wears off debuffs. Well, that sucks. This girl's had quite the trip. Alright, stress is okay. Wish we were in a better situation. We didn't make that much gold out of it, but we did get some stuff, so not bad. Not a bad run. I'm completely okay with this. Let's see what we get for perks.
Room by room, hall by hall, we reclaim what is ours.
Awesome, we got some deeds. This isn't the place to go for deeds, but we get 5 more for clearing it, so why not? Alright, it's level 1 for everybody. I'm gonna laugh as an our bad perk. Alright, Lurker. Lurker is a pretty bad perk for our run. Lurker is probably like the favorite perk, or one of the favorite perks of people that do low light runs, because Lurker is really good if you're doing a low light run. This is not a low light Darkest Dungeon run, so I don't care about that. Lemming number 2 picked up Mercurial. That's not the worst, but kind of bad. Zackkimbo picked up Unerring. I mean, you don't have range skills to do any damage, so I wish that was on our Arbalest, but why not? Our Arbalest picked up Warren's Tactician, even though we didn't do a mission in the Warrens. Okay, whatever.
We dug for months, years, an eternity, and we were rewarded with madness.
Alright, so Bad Humors was successfully cured, and Light Sensitive was removed. And the Survivalist is unlocked, so I guess I'll showcase the Survivalist here before this episode ends.
At home in wild places, she is a stalwart survivor and a strict instructor.
The Survivalist, I believe, only takes crests to upgrade, and you use her to purchase other camping skills. So in the situation of Psycho or Cure, will take, for example, if I didn't want to use Stand Tall and I didn't want to use Zealous Speech, or I just wanted his other abilities, I could unlock Zealous Vigil or Unshakable Leader by paying a pretty expensive amount of gold to unlock it. And I believe every character in the game has Encourage, Wound Care, and Pep Talk as possible unlocks, and then they have their 4 unique ones. The Survivalist, to me, she's important, but she isn't really important. And all of her upgrades just decrease the cost it takes to unlock stuff. And there you go. Every building in Darkest Dungeon is now unlocked. So we can access everything and decide what we're going to do. Alright, everyone's in pretty good shape. We do have some stress on our man-at-arms here, and our Hellion had a really rough day and picked up Thanatophobia, which has to be one of the worst perks in the game. I mean, ideally you want to have her above 50% health, but, you know, she's a tank. She can go below that health and it's okay. 20% more stress on top of another 10% means this girl's going to be seeing some pretty strange stuff. She's going to go insane really quick. So we want to prevent that from happening. But yeah, alright. Well, we have completed this episode of Darkest Dungeon, and I will see all you guys in the next episode, which might be many days from now, as I am going on a vacation. Not from YouTube, but just from my area. So it may be a while before the next episode is uploaded, but the series will continue. And I'll see you guys later.